Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just here to show you guys how I finish up these medium-sized boho knotless braids using Q Milky Way human hair. As you guys can see, I'm on my last row section. I don't know. Just gonna finish this up and show you guys how I prep my ends and everything. For those who are new to my channel, I truly appreciate you coming by. If there's anything that you would like to ask, if you'd like to see, please go ahead and leave a comment. I will be more than happy to respond. I know I received a comment asking, actually a challenge for a particular style. I am going to do it. I apologize for the delay in time. A lot has been happening with the holidays, my family, just a lot's been going on. So I've not had a chance to sit down and to get that done for you. But I have seen the challenge. I will be doing it. So just keep a lookout for that video. I did not forget, and I don't want you to think that I forgot about that hairstyle. So just remember what the wager was, because I have not forgotten. So we're just gonna finish up these boho knotless, okay? You've seen me done knotless many times, so you guys know how it's done. And remember, I said before, you can start braiding, then add the hair, or you can start adding the hair right away. It's up to you. And it is also up to depends on the client's hair too. When your clients have really thick hair, there's absolutely no need to add hair immediately. You can definitely braid down a little. But again, it's you know, it there's no right or wrong with that. It's just preference, I believe. Part 1 of this video show how I add in the curly hair. So if you wanted to see that, you can definitely go back and check out part 1 to this boho knotless braids. I will show another one at the end of part 2. I was talking about adding the hair at the end and the difference in if you were braiding, let's say you're braiding and you're in the groove and you forgot, right? I'm going to do it right now. You forgot to add the hair, right? And you're all the way down to the bottom. You don't have to undo the braid that you already did. Just ensure that when you're adding in the hair, instead of keeping it even, like, I'm sorry, with just a straight part, you can definitely catch it from in the middle to make the part that you want a little bit longer. Okay, if that makes sense. Just the part that you want to leave out, make it a little longer. If you notice, right, because you want to have a piece left out at the end. If you notice that you put in your curly hair and it's the same length as a straight hair, just pull it down somewhat until you get it the desired length that you want it to have in comparison to the straight hair. Okay, so you have many options. You don't have to go in and undo the braids that you already did. Just put in the curly hair, bend it into 2 equal pieces, or maybe make one side a little bit longer than the other side. And if it's too long or too short, you can definitely adjust it while it's in while after putting it in, okay? But just make sure you do it before you start braiding all the way down, because then obviously adjusting is not going to be possible at that point. And I've been braiding my braids all the way down to the tip of the straight here. That way when I cut it, they won't look too blunt. It will just look smooth, and it won't be too obvious that, you know, hair was added. It would just look as if it's just a curly hair. I've been braiding all the way through. So I'll show you guys what that looks like in a second. I know you can't see it right now, but I'll show it to you in a second. So as you can see, I braided all the way down, right? And then I'm just going to tie it off with the curly hair. You only need a small piece of the curly hair. All right, the smaller the piece, the better the tie will last, and it won't come loose. If you take a big piece of the curly hair, it will sometimes unravel. So you want to make sure you want to take a very small piece, as I just showed you guys a while ago. Once you do that, you pull. You can see, you can't even tell where the straight hair is. Okay, everybody can see that, hopefully. It just looks like I was braiding with the curly hair all the way through. All right, hopefully you all can see that. So technically, if I don't want to, I don't even have to go in and cut out the straight hair, because you can't even see it at the end. It just looks as if it was just a curly hair. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is adding in the hair. So it depends on where you want to add the hair in, right? You can add your hair after braiding, just for a little. You can add your hair depending on how many pieces you want on your braids. You know, maybe every inch you can add one piece. If you do it that way, obviously you're going to have a lot of curly hair, all right, in your client's head. It's going to be more curly. It's going to look more curly than straight, like you do a sewing or something like that, and not knotless braids. My client requested to have the two front ones, like all the way, so you guys can see over here. And I'm going to show you how I accomplished that look on this side, that the curly piece is coming literally like from the beginning of the braids. And I'm going to show you guys how I accomplished that, for those who are wondering how I got it all the way in, because that would mean you have to put in the curly piece before all of your straight pieces. Unlike the other braids, I put in my straight pieces and then I put in the curly piece. Okay, so I'll show you guys how we do that. In the meantime, enjoy watching these last 3 braids. One thing I want to talk to you guys about with these top braids. Be careful when you're starting out the braid, okay? If you comb the hair all the way down, the purpose of knotless is to be able to flip your hair from one side to the next. I've seen some people do this, where they comb the hair all the way down, right, to get that nice and smooth look, and then they start braiding this way. I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. If I were to start braiding down here, right, and I'm not going to add it here, I'm just going to show you what that would look like. As long as I keep my hair, my braid on this side, it's not bad, right? But what if I wanted to flip it over here? Do you guys see what happens? All right, let me just come a little closer. If I wanted to flip this, you can see now it looks funny, right? It doesn't look like it should be flipped. And if I'm getting knotless done, I want to have the privilege of keeping it the way it was braided or flipping on the other side, as you guys can see. All right, so what I've noticed, all right, when you're braiding, you don't want to start the braid all the way down at where the part is. You want to start your braid from in the middle. All right, so you want to comb the hair. Yes, you do want your hair to be smooth. I absolutely agree. But you want to comb it where your braid is going to be in the middle. So I always comb it upwards. All right, so when I start braiding, I'm grabbing the hair from in the middle of the braid, of the part or the side or the piece that I'm going to braid. And now when you flip it, you're able to flip from either side and it won't look crazy. Hopefully that makes sense. And you want to do this especially for the ones at the top, right? Because that's the ones you're usually going to see when you flip your hair from one side to the next. So be very careful when you're putting in braids. braiders out there can tell you, this is the favorite part of braiding. That last braid. Okay, so remember, we want the braid to come all the way from the root. So notice what I'm going to do. I'm going to start my braid like I normally do. Alright, I'm going to start with a piece of the straight hair. But instead of putting another piece of straight hair, I'm going to put my curly hair next. Same way I put in my straight hair. Okay, and I'm going to pull that out. And then continue putting in straight hair like I normally would. Now you see that my curly hair is all the way at the beginning, okay, of the braids. Unlike my other braids, that is at like maybe an inch or two away from the beginning. Once you tie, you just want to pull along where you tie the hair, and you see how smooth that gets. Okay, it's almost invisible, like you can't even see where it ties. Okay, so here we go with our finished look. I'm going to go back in and cut off my stray pieces, cut off the pieces at the end that needs to be cut off, apply some mousse. This was the first braid that I did, if you guys remember, and I was showing you the difference between braiding all the way down and not braiding all the way down. So I'm going to show you what that looks like when I cut off the straight hair. Okay, when I didn't braid all the way down and I cut off the piece of the straight hair that's left, you want to cut an angle, right? Don't make it too blunt. I want to show you guys what that looks like. You see here, right? It's a little bit more, like, not bad where it's noticeable, okay? But you'll see the difference compared to when I braided all the way down. It's almost nothing there to cut, all right? Like, you guys can see that there's nothing there to cut. I'm literally going in to find the piece of straight hair. You guys before, if you have any strays as you were braiding, they're easily, just cut them off. Just make sure you're cutting the fake hair and not your client's hair. You want to make sure you know what you're cutting, because you do not want to have a situation where you cut your client's hair. it gets knotty, you can easily just like use your finger and undo the knots, and you can see it goes right back into the curl. I'm going to keep up with my client to see how long that curl lasts. The curl itself lasts, but for now it is staying, it's not getting tangled when I'm running my hands through it, which is a good thing. Okay, but there we have it, our medium size knotless boho braids, the finished look. If you have any questions, any comments, please go ahead and comment in the comment section, and I will always respond. All right, thank you as always for watching, and if you do like, please, and also remember, this is just one curly hair per braid, because she did not want a lot of curly hair. All right, you can definitely do more for those who prefer more curly than braids. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.